Basketball, unlike football with its prescribed routes, is an improvisational game. If someone drops a note, someone else must step into the vacuum and drive the beat that sustains the team.
As a basketball player and as a jazz musician, Wayman Tisdale never dropped a note. An exceptional individual talent, Tisdale was also the consummate team player. Born June 9, 1964, Wayman Tisdale spent his childhood days in Tulsa. As the son of a local preacher, service to others was just part of being a Tisdale. As Wayman grew up, his neighbors noticed his wonderful smile, and Oklahomans noticed the way he played basketball. Tisdale led Tulsa, Washington to a state title, and he was named Oklahoma High School Player of the Year. In 1982, he committed to the University of Oklahoma. There he became the first player in collegiate history to be named All-American as a freshman, sophomore, and junior.
I'm telling you, Wayman Tisdale is a ferocious competitor.
He won a gold medal as a member of the 1984 U.S. Olympic basketball team, and the Indiana Pacers made him the second overall pick in the 1985 NBA draft. He spent 12 years in the NBA, amassing more than 12,000 points and 5,000 rebounds. Tisdale became the first player in any sport to have his jersey retired by the University of Oklahoma. When Blake Griffin was granted permission to wear number 23 during his career for the Sooners, he sought and received Tisdale's blessing before accepting it.
In my opinion, Wayman was like the smiling assassin. Even though he was getting pushed around, tried to be out-muscled by guys that might have been, 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers. But again, Wayman had that ability that he gets you on his hip. He knows he got you there. He's almost start smiling while the pass is in the air, because he knows it's 2 points. Okay, and if you slipped up to try to cheat and class it was going to be a dunk, and that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to dunk on your head, then go back down the court smiling.
Before retiring from basketball, Tisdale had already begun a new career in music. He released his debut CD, Power Forward, in 1995. It rose to number 4 on Billboard's contemporary jazz charts, and like all his music, crossed over to the R&B charts. Tisdale's follow-up releases all landed in Billboard's top 10, with 2001's Face to Face going all the way to number 1. Wayman Tisdale succeeded in everything he did in life. Beyond basketball and music, one of his greatest achievements was the grace and inspiration he demonstrated at the end of his life. In 2007, he was diagnosed with bone cancer. After 2 rounds of chemotherapy, Tisdale had part of his right leg amputated and had to learn to walk again. Always smiling, always positive, his experience led him to establish the Wayman Tisdale Foundation. Today, the foundation raises money to help amputees in need of prosthetic devices, which are not always covered by health insurance. Faced with his own mortality, the greatest basketball player ever to play in Oklahoma spent his final days encouraging and helping others. Wayman Tisdale passed away in 2009.
He had us all fooled that he had it whipped. And so no matter how bad he felt or what he went through, the general public didn't know it. I get a lot of people that come up to me and will say, was Wayman Tisdale really as good a person as he seemed? And my answer to them always is, he was even better.
There's Wayman Tisdale fans from, Miami to, all the way to Seattle, Washington, and then countries all around the globe. And that's the great thing about music, is that it'll live on forever. And so I think his last disc, one of his last CDs was called Rebound. Well, you know, Wayman Tisdale will be a rebounding king for the rest of our lives and for generations to come because of what he did, how he rebounded in life, and what he did to make Oklahomans feel good, and also those around him that were friends and associates in the entertainment business. I just can't think of a better person that you would want to know about and teach your children about and make them understand so they don't ever forget what Wayman Tisdale is about. And then, oh, by the way, while we're doing that, let's slide in some smooth tunes from Wayman too to find out all about WWT. I mean, it's a great legacy, a great way to be remembered.
We want the world to know that David Boren and Wayman Tisdale have given much and have bettered the lives of countless individuals by inspiring them to live fully and achieve graciously. So, it is in the highest tradition of John F. Kennedy's immortal challenge to ask not what your country can do for you, but to ask what you can do for your country, that we honor David Boren and Wayman Tisdale, for they have answered that challenge. David Boren and Wayman Tisdale have made a difference. God bless David Boren. God bless Wayman Tisdale.